partners for the program in shop.com and get them to access those same products through the same stores that they're currently buying from, all right, and get them to shop through our shop.com site. Again, we're converting spending to earning, okay? They get shop points, okay? We get IBV. We get BV from our exclusive branded products, and at the same time, they get shop points by buying our exclusive branded products as well. And simply, we're just going to get ourselves as well as them to change how they access those products from those stores by simply, rather than going direct or going to the physical brick and mortar store, we're going to get them to go through our shop.com site. And again, these concepts are how we can convert our spending into earning as well as our customers. Okay. Don't forget, always, this is the objective. This is the objective, which is base 10. Okay. That's the goal and objective, us achieving base 10 so that we have the ability to teach our junior business partners how to what? Ride the proverbial bicycle. By us doing it, we can at the same time, in parallel, teach our junior business partners or new business partners how to do the same thing, achieve base 10. This is where the shopping annuity is created. An annuity is what? A fixed payment over a certain specified period of time and frequency, which might be monthly, could be every 2 weeks, could be every week ultimately, okay? Is we get a fixed payment, okay, on a lump sum payment. I mean, lump sum deposit. Now, our lump sum deposit isn't money. It's a time, energy, and effort we invest in what? Selling products, selling the business. And over the course of time, as we are successful in building this business, okay, we end up receiving a payment, okay, a fixed payment, whether it be whether it be 1,200 ringgit, a month, 1,200 ringgit every 2 weeks, 2,400 ringgit every 2 weeks, but we get that payment based on, what we put into the business, very similar to the lump sum deposit. Okay, talked about trial size marketing the last webinar. It's the best way, most efficient way, effective way to massively expose the products, goods, and services that we sell and represent to the largest number of people. Okay, it's easy to do simply because you're basically giving people 3-day trial size of products in order to what? Expose the product to them, get them to try it, okay? And it's easy to do with people that are on our possibility list. It's also very easy to do with, perfect strangers, okay? Like a My Car or a Grab driver or anybody we run into, okay? Again, it's a great way to find new customers, create new sales, earn retail profit with the initial sales, a sale of a product, a bottle of something, and generate more BV, earn commissions. And basically, remember, it opens the door down the road, okay, for potential unfranchised owners, simply because, our best customers already believe in a number of our products. Therefore, when we introduce the business end of it, if they do join us, they already have a high level belief in our product, and more than likely that makes it more efficient, more effective with respect to building that customer base, introducing the products to their sphere of influence or their network. Okay, trial size marketing is great because it's you get free trial sizes. You can do it anywhere, anytime, everywhere you go. Okay. All right, let's talk about building the names list. We all started off with 100 names, okay, to participate in this 90-day fast track program. That could be friends, family, neighbors, business associates, people from high school, college, organizations, churches, work, social media, any groups that we belong to, okay, we could basically put down names that, of people that belong to these groups as well to create that names list. Okay. And then what we want to do is we want to jot down or make notes of 2 or 3 things that we know about these people. Okay, that we put on the possibility list. So we have some way to make contact and initiate that conversation. Okay. Then what we want to do is we want to group these people. Okay. We want to group into sales, service experience, teachers, trainers, coaches, entrepreneurs, people that have great attitudes, prior networking, direct sales experience. So we want to group these people. Once we make this list, we've identified a few traits that they have as to why they made our list. What we want to do is try to group them. Okay. And so that when we secure a customer and that customer becomes a repeat customer, that means they enjoy some positive experience or result with that product, correct? We want to capitalize on that enthusiasm, that belief that they had by making that repeat purchase. And then based on the group that we've put them in, we're then going to use them to help us introduce the product or products to people that were in their group. Okay, same thing we would do. See, the same process, the same approach, is utilized not just in prospecting and qualifying and sponsoring, but the same the same concept is utilized when we're selling the tangible products. Okay, because remember, we sell 2 products. We sell the tangible ones that we're discussing tonight, and we also sell the intangible product, the one that we discussed last webinar. Okay, which was the business. So OPC3 is a tangible product. The unfranchised business is an intangible product. Okay, but the approach and strategy, for the most part, the concepts are pretty much exactly the same. Okay, all right. So here's an example. I'm just using something very simple right out of the gate. Okay, you've got the name, the possibility. We've got 2 or 3 things we know about them. And at the same time, we're now going to group them. So the X's represent everybody that's on the possibility list. An A represents this is a grouping of a family or friend. Okay, and the family or friend. Now, most of us have an overlap. Many of our friends know our other friends, and they're friends of those friends. So it's a kind of a group. Okay, family again is a confined group as well, isn't it? Okay, so we've got family members, and most of our family members know our family members. So there's an overlap there. And then we have maybe people from work. Okay, so I'm just giving you an example of how we go through this grouping. So each one of them get a letter. So the XBAs are actually what? People that are our friends and they actually work with us. Okay, people that are just A's, okay, they don't work with us, but they're family or friends. Okay, so, and I hope everybody it's a very simple concept. We want to group them together. Now, the reason we want to group them together is why. Okay, we want to group them together. Okay, so here are all our X's. These are all our possibilities. Okay, then all of a sudden we sell a product to an A, which happens to be a family member or a friend or whatever. And remember, that friend or that family member, they're part of another group, aren't they? But in that group, they know some of the same people. Now we want to capitalize on the fact that A loved the OPC3, had positive results experienced. They came back to buy it again. Okay. Now we know, because based on the groupings, the group they belong to. And we're going to say in this case, it's just friends. Okay. Now, some of the same friends that we have, they have. Same exact friends. All right. So, let's say that A was Jasmine. Okay. Well, Gina is also on that list as a friend of mine. Okay. But Jasmine is also a friend with Gina. So what I want to do is Jasmine had positive results with the OPC3. Now what I'm going to do is she comes back to buy the product. I'm going to also say, I was thinking about introducing this product to Gina. Okay. Do you mind me sharing your results and your experiences that you had with Gina? Okay, so that when I called Gina and explained to her, wow, Jasmine had, is buying a product, loved the product, had positive results, had great experience, everything like that. Your name came to mind in my discussion with Jasmine, and she recommended, you ought to give Gina a call. She might, I think she'd be interested, in this product as well. Now, more than likely, what's going to happen? Okay. Gina's going to call Jasmine, and then Jasmine will be sharing her experience with the product. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm using that energy, okay, the enthusiasm, the belief level in the product that Jasmine has to introduce the product to Gina, and again, expand, my customer base. Okay, same thing. We get to B, and then it just gradually, now we get into, somebody at work, somebody as a family member, a friend, whatever it may be. And then the sphere of influence, the network just expands. And we're always using the story of a satisfied customer to expand our customer base. And it's easier to expand the customer base when we've grouped people together to basically capture or capitalize or leverage that enthusiasm, excitement for the results and experiences a satisfied customers have. Okay, this is how we expand this customer base, and this is how we do what? We increase the share, meaning the number of products that we sell and represent. Okay, this is how we expand it, okay, with that respective customer. So when Jasmine comes back to buy the OPC3 again, I've already had her fill out a home shopping list at the initial sale when she first bought the OPC3. Now I'm going to introduce what other products that I know she's buying from some other business establishment, and I begin to introduce her to products that I also have. Now, why would she even take a look at the additional products that she identified in the home shopping list? Well, the reason she would look at it is because she's thinking in her mind, hey, it's worth a try because this OPC3 was so great. These other products might be great as well, so I'll give it a try. Okay. Now remember, after building our list, we prioritize the list, we group the list, and then we determine who we're going to approach first, then who we're going to approach second, third, whatever. And basically, we continue, okay, building the relationship with everyone on the list. All right. Adding to the names list, okay, we always are adding 10 names per week, 2 names per day, 5 days out of 7 days a week, okay? If you get, you ride in a Grab or my car, whatever it may be, I'm just using that as an example. We visit a store, we buy whatever, okay? We're always looking to just grab names and adding them to our list, okay? With some contact information. We may never ever get to them, but we always want to be adding to the list so the list is always large, okay? Okay, remember again, don't forget about the goal. What's the goal? The goal is we want to achieve base 10 so we have the ability to teach base 10. All right, objectives of retailing. 1, we want to build that customer base, repeat customer base of 10 to 15 customers. We want to increase the share of product those customers are buying, okay? And at the same time, remember, our best customers over time could possibly be our best on franchise owners because if we introduce the business to them, they've already basically are well on their way to achieve base 10 even before we get them to register as on franchise owners. Again, when it comes to exposing our products to people, we have to make contact. One of the things is contact 1 person per day, and all we're trying to do is secure an appointment, either from Zoom, physically, whatever method we need is to get them to evaluate our product. Could be trial size marketing, could be, going through the products on our shop.com site, our exclusive products to basically expose these products to, to people on our list. But the whole idea is we've got to make contact to secure someone, someone, hopefully at least, 2-3 times a week being exposed to our product. Here in our back office, we have a tremendous number of tools that we can use to gather additional information about the product, goods, and services that we sell and represent. Okay. This is home. We had our health and nutrition earlier. This is our home and garden store. We've got, trim tea. And this is just an example of the tools that we have at our disposal. Okay. Again, let's don't forget about our most powerful tool, which is the home shopping list. This tool really, to me, is the most powerful tool we have, because it gets someone to identify, products, goods, and services they're already purchasing on a regular basis from some other business, and it identifies for us which products that we have, exclusive brands for, to introduce to them every time we make contact with them, whether it be follow-up purchases or just, building the relationship, building that trust and rapport. Anytime we come in contact, we already know pretty much what they're buying from other businesses. So it's like having, we own a Burger King, and we know that they also buy burgers, shakes, fries, things like that from McDonald's, from Wendy's, from, here, there, wherever it is, so that we know what to introduce to them. Okay. They buy chicken nuggets, they buy so the whole process is whatever we have, we want to introduce to them and get them to try ours. Okay. Now, with respect to building share of customer, this is where we can really increase the amount of BV that we are creating from our customers every month, okay, or every 2 months or every quarter, by simply taking the home shopping list, okay, making sure that they've filled it out, okay, they've identified the products, and all we're looking to do is increase the number of products that our most our repeat customers are buying on a regular basis. So what my goal is, and everybody's goal should be, is to take someone that bought for the first time, get them to buy, introduce them to another product, get them to buy a second product. Okay. We don't have to really spend a whole lot of time trying to find out what other products they buy, because we got them to fill out the home shopping list. But then we can talk up and chat about a product that they're currently buying, okay, from some other business, and just leverage, okay, or use the fact that this is the second time they bought OPC3. Let's use their belief in the OPC3 to get them to try a calcium plus, or get them to try a multivitamin, or get them to try cosmetics, our motives, cosmetics versus the cosmetic they're buying from, let's say, the department store. At least get them to try. Now, getting them to try it becomes easier if they already believe in one of our products that they're already buying on a regular basis. Okay, we can use things like installing Shop Buddy to make sure that they are earning shop points. We can take them on a shop.com tour to make sure that they introduce them to stores that we currently have in our partner store program that they may be buying from, and at the same time letting them know that they at any time they can buy our exclusive products from our shop.com site. I'm a big believer in whether it be physical delivery or and the physical delivery is about what? It's a way to build relationships and build share of customer by contacting them. So if you physically deliver the product, which we can't right now, but if we physically deliver the product, we have the ability to follow up. Now, in this day and age, even if you drop ship, or even if they order from your shop.com site, we know that they bought the product. So all we have to do is establish a time, that we can follow up and make that follow-up visit, if you will, after they made that purchase, to discuss, their satisfaction with the product, as well as it's a great time to introduce additional products for the next time they get ready to buy a product. Okay. You can use coupon marketing also to help increase the share of product that they're buying. So the point is, you know, one, we got to be a product of the product. We got to build that customer base. We need to build a repeat customer base from the initial purchases. And then we use those repeat purchases to introduce other products that they're currently buying from some other establishment. Okay. All right. So let's see. Very good. We got about 23 minutes. So what I want to do is, you know, open it up. You can ask questions. You need any clarification, please, I guess, talk to, I guess, Jasmine will take the questions. She'll ask me or whatever, and then hopefully we'll spend the rest of this time asking questions that you may have or need clarification. So Jasmine or Gina, do you want to take these any questions anybody may have? If you don't have questions, that's fine. If questions come up that you'd like some clarification to, please, again, don't hesitate to reach out to Jasmine, Gina, Z, and, you know, to establish it and get the email them the questions or establish a coring time, okay, with you and your team. Okay, we'll set that up. All right. So if no one has any questions, then I'm going to let everybody. It's 10 p.m. there, a little after 10. I'm going to let everybody have the rest of their night, whatever's left of it, to you know, enjoy.
Hi, Kevin. I think, do you mind to share a little bit like how we can use that needle-free serum trial pack we have right now together with the marketing apps? Okay.
It's very similar. We use it just like we went through with the daily essentials. Okay. You have the needle-free serum, right? Okay. So what is it? You've got how many applications in one sachet or one, you know, do we have with the needle-free serum?
It's two sachets.
Two sachets, okay. And I believe you can use what? It's a 2 day. Is it a 2 day amount?
Yes,
each
correct.
Sachet, you use 2 applications per day, maybe, or 1 application, whatever it may be. Correct. It's the same process. Okay. Rather than following up in 3 days, okay, we're just following up. We put the people's information in the marketing app, right? It tells when they received the samples, correct? Right? All right. Real simple. Okay. I basically got the samples to Jasmine. I probably drop shipped them, mailed them to them, whatever, with the information, right? On the needle free. And then I'm just going to what? I don't have a what? I don't have a video, do I? Link for the needle free, or do I? Okay, I might have a video, okay, regarding the needle free serum or Lumiere as a product brand, correct? I mean, most all of them have video. I haven't checked on the video, but if we have a video, we just use that link to what? Send to Jasmine. So it's a 2 day, is right? It's a 2 day. So all I'm going to do is on the first day, call Jasmine the day after I know that she received it, talk to her about using the product, how to use it, the best way to get the best results. Let her know I'm sent her a video on Lumiere DV or, you know, on the product brand, right? And then I'm going to, you know, watch the video, and then I'm going to be following up, okay, with her the next day to see if she watched the video and how she used the product the second day of the, you know, the sample. And then on the third day, I'm going to call her and ask her a couple questions, you know, it's the same thing. Don't make this difficult. Okay. It's not difficult. This is not rocket science. It's not nuclear engineering here. Okay. It's the same concept, whether we use isotonics, whether we use Lumiere, and I'm going to ask Jasmine, how, you know, Did you use the 2-day trial sample sizes that I provided you? She says, yes. Great. Did you watch the video on the brand?
Kevin, I think you turn off your mic.
Okay. Did you watch the video? Did you read the information I sent you? Okay. And then basically I'm just going to try to get her to what? Purchase a tube or bottle of the needle-free serum. No, everything is the same. Okay. And when I put her name, her contact information, when she got, you know, the needle-free serum in her hands, I make sure I know when it was delivered. I'll follow up, make the call. Okay. Because I know I can't physically take it to her in Malaysia. Okay. So, but the thing is, then I put it in, and then the marketing app just prompts me what to do next. This is where you're in day 1 follow-up. You're in day 2 follow-up. You do it in day 3 follow-up. Okay. It basically alerts you and prompts you. You got day 1 follow-up with Jasmine, Gina, Yvonne, and Veronica today. Tomorrow, it'll say you have day 2 follow-up with, if you will, with Jasmine, Gina, Yvonne, and Veronica. Meanwhile, I may, Casey, I may have got her to do a trial size the very next day. So it'll say you're in day 2 follow-up with Jasmine, Gina, Yvonne, Veronica. You're in day 1 with Casey. And that we just use the marketing app to basically administrate, you know, and be able to, you know, purchase the product. Okay. All right.
Okay, and then we have a questions asking, when is the trial site for isotonic coming to Malaysia?
I want to know that as well. I was told it's coming. Okay, I think they're working. And I'll just be honest with you. The problem, the difficulty, and why it's taken is we can't use the 3-day, not the 3-day. We can't use the daily essentials because there's 4 ingredients in the sachet. And the government and the regulatory agent want to know how, you know, you need to be able to prove that the right amount in every one of the sachets, the right amount of each ingredient. Okay. That's very extensive, very expensive for both the manufacturer and vendor or supplier to do. Okay. So what we're opting to do to get trial size marketing and isotonics, you know, as quickly as possible, we're going to try to use a trial size or a sachet of a product that only has 1 isotonic product in it. Okay. And that's what's in the works right now. Okay. Whether it be digestive enzyme, OPC3, whatever it may be. But I think we're working very hard at digestive enzyme.
Okay, and then we have one questions about what if my customer or in young age, will it be a good choice for sending needle-free serum?
Sure. Sure. I mean, if I'll be honest with you, just my personal, I mean, my you know, if I knew what I knew now, I would have taken better care of my skin at a younger age. Okay. So now, you know, so that I didn't end up with leathery and like I have now. Okay. But you know, when I was younger, and when you're younger, you think, you know, you're going to look like that forever and your skin's going to be like that. As we get older, we realize, no, that's not true. Okay. And before we know it, we're wishing, man, I wish I'd have done this different, or I wish I wore sunscreen versus going to the beach and burning up, you know, in my youth, or even when I was playing ball outside. You know, I wish I would have used sunscreen a little bit more, but it doesn't, you know, never hurts to take care of your health and well-being at a younger age so that you don't experience some of the things you end up experiencing in an older age had you not.
Okay, And then one question is asking, she bought the credit from back office for the unfranchised marketing apps, but she don't know what is the next step she need to do.
Oh, well, she should contact you guys. You can walk her through it. Okay. Walk her through it. It's not that, contact unfranchised server. They'll walk you through it. Okay. Exactly the buttons to push, what to do, and how to execute and implement.
Yeah, sure. And then one question is, Shop Live is available right now. How does it even will benefit in our business?
Well, it allows you to basically create your own little channel. You can invite a group of 4, 5, 6 people and actually, sell product. Okay. Expose. What did we talk about today? It's about exposing our product. Okay. So if I get 3 people willing to evaluate my products, goods, and services, I can use the Shop Live to, one, demonstrate the product, expose them to the product, and right then and there get them to purchase the product versus having to send them to a site. In other words, it allows us right then and there to close. If they're interested, great. Let's, buy the product. You can sell it right then and there. It's almost like gives you the ability to create your own shopping channel, if you will.
Okay, and there is one question asking, are there more shopping annuity products coming to Malaysia?
They're always looking at them, but they're right now, not anytime soon. Okay, but we're always looking to bring in new products to every market. That's constant. But for me to say, yeah, within the next 3 months you're going to have one, I can't say that right now. I think you're froze.
Yeah. Is there any other questions from the group? Because the last questions I see from the chat is, are there more shopping annuity products that have been answered? So is there any questions? It's okay to, you're welcome to just turn on your mic and unmute your mic and then just raise any concerns that you have.
I can ask, right? So I want to ask if for beginners who join the business, should we, because right now our team my leaders are promoting to use our own videos to train them. But I see in the YouTube or whatsoever, we have like company videos to teach them on the beginner training. So do you think we should use video to teach the beginner? Because we have a newcomer in our team, like 4 of them, just recently joined.
Well, I mean, we have, with respect to training a new unfranchised owner, number one, they have to take an NUOT within the first 28 days, okay, of establishing the business, correct? So they have a required NUOT that's being conducted by a trainer, okay, that has been solicited by the company, all right, or the company representative is doing the training. Now that's one. The second is they have they should also, the sponsor or the senior partners should also be training these individuals on Zooms themselves. Okay. and then use the training videos that are out there to reinforce the training and the message that the sponsors or the senior partners have conducted. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you, when it comes to training my people, getting my people educated and trained, and when I say my people, I'm talking about my own franchise owners on my team. Okay. I don't leave that responsibility to anybody but me. The initial trainings, okay, of course, they're going to go through the corporately sponsored training, but a lot of the subsequent trainings, I'm going to make sure I'm doing the trainings because I want duplicated what I want duplicated. Okay. And what I want duplicated, I will look for other videos or other videos that I can use that reinforce what I want duplicated. Okay. So I make sure that I control the education process of my team. Okay.
Okay, so for the video, I can use company video or any video that that I think is appropriate, as long as I'm controlling the training. This is what you mean?
Control it. You want to be, because you want to be involved. Don't just send them a link, okay? Because if they have questions, you want to be there to answer the questions. You want to be able to reinforce the key points of that video, okay? You have to be engaged. If not, if they have questions and you're not there, they're going to come up with their own answers.
Okay.
And especially with a new partner, you got to realize a new partner is almost like a new child. Okay, whatever they learn in the beginning is very hard to erase or undo later on. So be very careful with what you provide them with respect to their first impression on different topics in the business. You want to make sure that that message is exactly what you want it to be.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Darren.
Okay.
Any other questions? Let me take a look. Kendrick, do you want to unmute and ask your questions?
Sure. Hi, Kevin. Hi, this is Kendrick here. Now, I have what I've actually come across. This is probably not relevant to today's topic, but it's more on the prospecting side of things. I've recently approached a few of my prospects, and specifically those who happen to be in the banking line. And usually these people, they are very number sensitive, right? They like to look at the big numbers, the stats and all that. So one common questions that I find repeatedly coming back to me is, just basically understanding what is the current statistics that we have in Malaysia, right? For instance, what is so for instance, like, okay, over the course of from last year to now, right? What is the number of new signups, the growth percentage? What is the growth in our sales? What is the growth in our commission? Those sort of stuff. Would you mind sharing just these big numbers so that?
Well, I don't have the numbers in front of me right now, but I mean, if you emailed Jasmine or Gina with your questions, I can secure the data.
Okay. That'll be
and
very
I can share with you what data we can put out.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's not a problem. But I don't carry those numbers right off the top of my head based on, because they change month to month.
Okay. Yep. I'll do that. Thanks, Kevin.
Okay, so thanks, Kendrick. I see Thomas is actually raising hand. So Thomas, do you have any questions?
I was just asking if it's so difficult to get trial size in, would it be possible to have container or little bottles with the product sticker? Like I've seen on some online, they actually have isotonic products, very nicely presented bottle, but unfortunately they also sell the product on the other platform. So I wonder if the company can come out with something like, is that recommendable if we do pack our own trial size product?
I highly am against breaking the bottle, breaking the seal, pouring it out into smaller bottles, because once you break that, remember, these people are ingesting this product. They're taking it, if anything, contaminants, anything got in, once you break the seal, okay, and you start to do that, you basically make the liability insurance null and void. In other words, that product, already sealed in whatever, even in a trial size, okay, it's sealed from the company, liability insurance is in force. But as soon as you break that seal, and anyone other than, especially the unfranchised owner, okay, other than the customer, once that, if you do that in between, then we lose the ability to, fall back on any liability insurance. You with me?
Okay, thank you very much.
I highly do not recommend that at all.
Okay, thank you very much, Kevin. That's very helpful. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you,
Alright.
Thomas. Kevin, I think we can give a room for last questions.
Hi, can I have a question?
Yeah. Okay, Jonathan, go ahead.
Hi, it's about the just to write on the question earlier. Apart from the isotonics, what about Pentasil? Say we need to give some sample for people to try. Does the insurance method also applies to non-isotonics products?
You mean as far as pills or capsules?
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Anything
everything.
ingested, because those pills, whether it be a 30-day supply or a capsule, 60-day, it comes in a sealed container. When you break those out and start to, basically expose them and in a marketing type thing with your own little bottles that you bought from a third party or vendor, even if you make it, you render it null and void. The only person that can break that seal is the ultimate end consumer. Okay, so no, it applies to capsules, pills, powder. It doesn't, anything that's in a seal, and everything comes sealed, correct?
All right.
Yeah.
So there's no way that a potential customer can try out Pentasil without buying the whole tube?
No, not right now.
All right.
The way they can do it and try it is what?
I'll pass the mic.
We have a trial, if we have a trial size or a small size of it, okay? All right. Now, you might have a family member that is willing to trust you and hey, try these 3 or whatever. So that's, that's up to you. But the point I'm getting at is, I would never go there with people that I definitely don't know or not, live in my same household.
Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think no more questions.
Okay. Well, if anything comes up, contact Jasmine, contact Z, contact Gina. Okay. And, we'll get those questions answered. So with that, everybody have a great evening and I'll talk to everybody next week.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you, Kevin.
Okay, thank you,
Bye.
Kevin. Bye.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Mr. Kevin.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Recording stopped.
Bye-bye.